In the last session, we have seen how to design a synchronous counter. That too by changing the modulus. Modify counter you have seen. In today's session also we will see designing a synchronous counter using JK flip-flop, but it is a special case. So here it is not given as mod 5. Mod 5 means 0 to 4. 5 states you will count and then you will truncate it. Okay, whereas here they have given some sequence 4 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 3, 3 to 1, 1 to 4. So the data is lying between 0 to 7. So you have to use the 3 flip-flops. That is understood. Okay, they have given design a synchronous counter using JK flip-flop. This is the states. Okay, my counter should count after 4, it should count 6. Then it should count 7, then 3, 1. Again it should go back to 4. So this is the sequence they have given. So any design process they have given, accordingly you have to design it. And here one more condition was also given, avoid lockout condition. Okay, so now we will go on to the problem. I will tell you what is lockout problem. Okay, so now what is the states? So first it is JK flip-flop. So write the excitation table of JK flip-flop and keep it ready. Once this is known, everything can be done with. Now, so 4 it goes to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 3, 3 to 1. Now in this, what are the unused states? 5, 2 and 0. In this, whatever is the unused state, if it is going to be, if all the unused states are going to be combined, then it is going to always, this 5 is, each one is an unused state, 0 to 5. Okay, if you are going to combine all the unused states, again this state is going to go and reach an unused state. Then this state will again reach an unused state. So this condition is called as your lockout condition, and the circuit is called as a brushless circuit. The counter is called as a brushless circuit. Okay, so this condition should not arrive in, because in the problem they have given that you have to avoid the lockout condition. Okay, so now what you are going to do is that you are going to do the excitation table for the counter. Okay, so how you are going to do this? Now for this, in order to avoid the lockout condition, what you are going to do is, you are going to assign the states to any one of the initial states to which it is going to be nearby. Suppose 0 means I am connecting it to the 1, 2 means I am connecting it to the 3, 5 means I am connecting it to the 6, so that there is no lockout in the problem. Okay, now once you have decided this, accordingly you are going to frame the excitation table. So what is the excitation table? Given the present state and next state, if you are going to compute the flip-flop input transition, that is for what transition from present state to next state, what is the need for the input, which input causes this transition is given by the excitation table. Okay, now first I am writing all the states 0 to 7. When you are writing your next state, you should be very careful enough, because for 0, what is the next state? For 0, the next state is 1. So you have written. For 1, what is the next state? Is 4. So 1, 0, 0. For 2, what is the next state? For 2, what is the next state? 3. Okay. This red color one, for your understanding only I have written. In your exam, do not write. Okay. Then, so for your third state, 0, 1, 1. For this, what is the next state? For 1 minute. For 0, 1, 1, 3, what is the next state? It is 1. It is not 7. So for 3, the next state is 1. For 4, the next state is 6. For 5, the next state is 6. For 6, the next state is 7. For 7, the next state is 3. In this way, you fill the column. Once this is done with, of course, you know how to fill the excitation inputs. So just take A of t plus 1. This is the present state, and here I am not directly mentioned as QA, QB, QC. Okay, so nothing wrong in this. Okay, now you just compare this present state. 0, 0 means 0x, 0, 0 means 0x. Compare QC and QC plus 1. So 0, 1 means 1x. In this way, you fill the table. So the first part, that is excitation table, is done with. What is the next step? So taking all the data from here, you are going to map the Kmax for all these 6 inputs, JA, KA, JB, KB, JC and KC. Now we will see for JA, what is the value? 0. This is 1. For in one place it is 1, 2, 3 not there, 4, 5, 6, 7 is don't care. 4, 5, 6, 7 is don't care. Now what will be the expression for this? It is B bar C. Now we will move on to the next one. 0, 1, 2, 3 is don't care. Then 4, 5, 6, 0. So 7 alone is there. So I can go in for a 2 cell grouping. So this is B, C. Okay. Now the next condition. 0, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3 is don't care. 4, 5 is 1. 6, 7 is again don't care. So what is the thing I can go in for? I can go in for a 4 cell grouping. What will be the answer? A. Now for KB, 0, 1. 0 and 1 is don't care. So mark it here. So 0, 1, 2, 3. 3 is 1. 4, 5 is don't care. 6, 7 is 0. So here I can go in for a 2 cell grouping. What will be the answer for this? It is A bar, and here I am going to have the second variable, that is C. Okay. Now the next thing, JC. 0, 1. 0 is 1. 0, 1. 2 is 1. 3 is don't care. 4 you leave it. 5 is don't care. 6 is 1 and 7 is don't care. Now how you can group it? I can go in for a 4 cell grouping. What will be the answer for this? It is A bar. Then this I can go in for a 4 cell grouping. What will be the answer? It is the first variable B. Okay. Now the last came up, KC. Okay. So for this KC, this is first one is don't care, then 1 is 1, the 2 is don't care, 3 you leave, 4 is don't care, 5 is 1 and 6 is don't care and 7 is 0. So I can go in for a 4 cell grouping. What will be the answer? It is B bar. Once all this came up is done with, what is the next thing? You have to draw the logic diagram. How to draw the logic diagram? First itself you draw 3, with respect to your 3 present states, draw 3 flip-flops and keep JA, JB, JC and give the clock pulse to all. Write the input and the output and keep ready. Outline if you keep JB, KB, QB, QB bar, QC, QC bar. Now just you have to fill this expression here and draw the logic diagram. So we will see what is KC. KC is B bar. So what is your KC? KC is B bar. So directly I can connect it. Okay. Now what is my JC? JC is A bar plus B, that is QA bar plus QB. What is QA bar? From here you tap a point. Then QB, give a OR gate. So this function is over. The JC and KC diagram has been drawn. Now you come for the next one. What is JB? JB is A. No problem, you can connect it from here. What is your KB? A bar into C. You have to use the AND gate. A bar into C. So from C I have tapped. Okay, this is A bar. A bar into C, KB is over. Now remaining is only JA and KA. So what is your KA? B into C. So what you have to do? You are just going to tap the point from B and tap a point from the C. So B into C, you get a, put a AND gate for multiplication. Now what is your JA? B bar into C. So what is your B bar? Take it from the B bar, from this point. Okay. So from this B bar, I have taken a point, and from C I have taken a point. So put a AND gate and give it to your JA. So this completes the logic diagram. So once you should know what is lockout condition. If the unused state, if one unused state is going to move on to the unused state, it is called as a lockout condition, and the circuit in this, it is called as a brushless circuit. So in the given question they have asked to remove the lockout, so you have assigned 1 states to 1 place which is nearing to your existing states. And whenever you are writing your next state, you should be careful enough, and once you know the excitation table, so fill the excitation table for the counter, do the K-map, do the logic diagram. Thank you. In the next class, we will be seeing about the presettable counters. Thank you.